Hi everyone, powerful energy today, full moon in Capricorn in Gene Key 10.6. This is all about naturalness. The sixth line is about role modeling. So how can you role model naturalness? I was on a call about brand archetype before this. And brand archetype is what comes out of your life's work once you embody it fully. So working with the gene keys, working with the golden path, with the hologenetic profile, and really understanding your life's work and embodying it, it's what opens up for the brand to come through. The brand is the life's work when you come to the pearl sequence. The pearl sequence is about your outer expression in the world, how you serve the world, how you take initiative and serve the world, how you are doing what you're here to do, that it's also going to serve the whole. And with brand, it's all about naturalness. If you try to do something that isn't natural for you, it's not going to work for a long time. Um, it's only going to be a strong brand if it's the truth of who you are. Every time when we have brands, how we know brands, when they are not telling the truth of what they are, it's not going to work. So coming back to who you are, coming back to your naturalness, there's also a sense in Capricorn of responsibility, of finding those loose ends and taking responsibility. When it's the moon, it has to do with emotions. So are you taking your responsibility for how you feel? We also have the sun in Cancer. It's Cancer season, so that's about feelings, it's about nurturing, it's about family. So how are you finding, how are you creating that balance between Cancer and Capricorn? Capricorn being responsible, being a master in the outer world, and Cancer being all about the inner world and the nurturing and the family and the home, and creating in the heart, from the heart. I feel like I want to share with you the charts for today and look at in the sky how these things look. So here we have the chart for the full moon today, where we have the sun in 15.6 and the moon in 10 point. It wasn't exactly in 10.6 when I did this screenshot, but you can see it's right over, and we know that the 15 and the 10 are programming partners. So it is about naturalness, and the 15 is what we call the wild woman. So it's about that nurturing. So Cancer and Capricorn is what we just spoke about. And there's also something that I can see right now when we have this other opposition between Pluto and Venus, where it feels like, so Venus is about values, it's about love, um, it's our IQ and our SQ in the hologenetic profile, and then Pluto is about transformation. It's about what has to kind of die so it can get born in a new way. And it's in retrograde, and it's back into 61, which is about inspiration, but it's also about psychosis in the low frequency. And then when we look at Venus in the low frequency, it's about distraction. So it feels like it's important right now to listen. It's important to discern, and I feel like it can have to do with all kinds of relationships. So listen well, so that it's not something that then kind of slaps you in the face. That feels important, I would say. So Mercury in the 35, in a positive aspect, in a trine to Saturn, that goes back to a bit of that responsibility with Capricorn, to look at the next steps, to maybe draw plans for a new project, or to close the loose ends of the old, in order to be able to build for the future in a way that's logical, in a way that is going to work, in a way that's stable. So responsibility is what I feel, with how we can be natural in the world, with how we can look at the extremes of the wild woman, the 15, without being completely pulled out of our center. And to be discerning, to know that there are some tension, whether we're speaking about the opposition with Venus and Pluto, or we're speaking about the square that we've had between Uranus and Saturn. There are those tensions on the sky, but right now with the full moon, I would say a lot has to do with emotions. There is something about responsibility, standing up for yourself, being in your authority, speaking your natural voice, feeling into who you are in the world and in your family, and not apologizing for that. That's what I would say. The 10 doesn't apologize, it just is. And that is actually what makes us, that's what makes us feel self-love. It's the gate of self-love. So when somebody is truly natural, however that looks like, that is what's actually planting the seeds of self-love and inspiring others to also love themselves. So thank you.